Reaching out. Means of communication. Today when we want to send a message to someone, we use a telephone or write an email on the internet or send as SMS from our mobile phones. But have you wondered how messages were sent before all these were invented? How did early men send messages? Early men lived in caves, ate raw food, had no spoken language, and wore leaves or barks of trees as clothes. But then he discovered fire and learned to cook his food. So he learned to produce food and also learned how to weave clothes. Similarly, as soon as he developed the language, he found a need to communicate. So he developed various means of communication. Smoke signals, carrier pigeons, beating drums, etc. were some of the means of communication used by early men. The next step from here was the postal department set up by the government. The government developed a system of sending letters to every village, town and city of the country. This can be done through postcard, inland letters, envelope, etc. Every envelope has to have a stamp on it. All these can be bought from the post office. All the villages, towns and cities have been divided into small localities, and each locality has been given its own PIN code. This PIN code makes it easier for the post to deliver letters. Other means of communication. Telephone. With the help of telephone, we can talk to anybody in any part of any country in the world immediately. This has been made possible through the STD and ISD facilities. STD or subscriber trunk dialing and ISD or international subscriber dialing booths have been set up all over the country. Mobile phones and SMS or short messages services have also made communication much easier and very fast. Fax or facsimile. A fax machine attached to a telephone is used to send or receive written messages. This is the most commonly used device in all offices. Email. The email or electronic mail via computer has changed the face of communication yet again. People can send messages, pictures and even chat with friends far away or nearby at very low cost and quickly. Cyber cafes have been set up and everyone can use the email easily. Satellites. Man-made satellites allow TC stations to transmit programs from one part of the world to another. They allow channels to telecast live shows or cover news events in real time. Some satellites have powerful cameras fitted on them. Such satellites take photographs of Earth, cloud system over the Earth, etc. With the help of such photographs, experts can predict weather conditions in any part of the world. Means of mass communication. Radio, television, newspapers, magazines and books are the means of sending a message to many people or mass communication at the same time. We can hear and read about the latest happenings all over the world through television, radio and newspapers. Magazines and books too are used a lot of people to read, discuss and express their opinions. Modern means of communication have changed our lives in great way. All news are transmitted and received almost instantly. So we have global connectivity. This has great educational advantage. This has also made every individual alert and aware. All information, news, views with all the visuals is easily available on the internet to everyone. However, we must not overlook its negative aspects. Most of the means of communication are passive. The user has to sit in one place without movement for long periods of time For example, watching television or working on the computer. This will lead to following ailments: stiffness of the body and muscles, which finally affects the posture. Eyes get tired after staring on the computer screen or the television. They slowly start growing weak. Many children have to wear spectacles nowadays. Obesity due to lack of physical activities is also a very obvious outcome. Obesity in turn leads to other related medical problems. Man who is social animal is turning into a loner. Long hours alone with a gadget are turning him into an antisocial animal. Such a person avoids meeting people and is incapable of working with a